Hi everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Today I want to talk to you about the Mode adjustable gate frame. So I've got one behind me here. This is a steel reinforcing frame to manufacture a timber gate, specifically designed really for the horizontal or vertical slatted panels. Today we're going to be manufacturing a horizontal slatted panel using cedar wood. First of all, the gate frame itself. This is how it comes, this size, and this is adjustable in height, and this can go up to 1.9 meters high, and it's also adjustable in width, so it can come down to around about 400 millimeters and go up to about 1.1 meters. There is methods to extend it even further, but that's just by replacing the center bars. So on the bench, I've already got one, and I've adjusted this in width to suit the panels that I'm going to be using today. This is cedar wood, and it's also been machined out to create a nice profile. In terms of adjustment, it's very, very simple. Around the inside of the frame, you've got some grub screws. You need a simple Allen key to adjust it, and once you've got it into the right position, then you just lock it up, lock the grub screws up, and that's it. It's designed, you can adjust it and just panel one face, but today we're going to be paneling both faces of the gate. In terms of adjustability, when you slide it together, the frame itself is made up of an F section here, and there are 4 F sections in each, well, 1 in each corner, but 4 in total. And when they all join together with the center rails, that's what creates the telescopic effect. So in terms of the size, I pre-measured this before to suit an equal number of panels all the way down, just to make it easy for myself. And what I want to do is just do the final adjustment and put the inserts inside. So I'll explain a little bit about that. So we are going to be screwing the horizontal battens to the softwood inside, and when you've fastened on both sides, then it's locked together and it sandwiches the steel between it. Because these softwood rails are up against the edge, once it's all screwed together, there is no way that it can move, or the panels can move around. There is only a few places that we are screwed the steel. When we do that, we just need to drill a little pilot hole for the screw to go in, and that is in the top rail, these middle sections, and the bottom. That's it. The rest of it is screwed to the softwood. So I'll just lock up these Allen keys now, and once they are tight, the gate frame cannot move. The benefit of obviously putting the horizontal rails on both sides is that once it's done, you cannot get access to those screws. That's it. So that's the Allen key. That's all you need to adjust the frame and lock it up. The rails, these are just softwood rails. They're treated for obviously longer life. I have notched out in a few places, and that's only where the hinges are fitted. So the hinges are on this side. I can just lift this frame up here, and you can see the hinges are on this side. I've already mounted those onto the frame. So where the bolts come through, we just need to notch out the timber just to suit that. So all of the rails need to be placed inside. And that's it. Regarding the timber battens, I decided to pre-drill these just to speed up the process. I found it easier that rather than driving the screw there, one, it's a guide, and it also makes that all the screws all the way down are all in a line. And because I've measured the position, then I use this one as a template to drill the rest of them. The screws I'm using these Spax screws. One, I believe in Torx. I don't like the PZ2 drive. I think when you're doing multiple screws, you get tired, you take the force off, you damage the screws. With the Torx, you don't really get that. These are stainless steel as well. Obviously, I'm using a good quality cedar, so I think a stainless steel screw is the right screw to use. And that's it, really. So basically, what we're going to be doing is laying out the rails all the way down. And we're starting at the top. The first ones, obviously, I need to just pre-drill a hole into the steel. And then once we're into the softwood, then at this position again, another pre-drilled hole for this one. So let's make a start. That's the first one in. So that's the ones in the steel. That's solid on there. And then I'm just going to work my way down. What I found a lot easier is that I can put multiple ones on at the same time, making sure it's all lined up, and just work my way down like that. So I find it much quicker to do it this way, less moving around. Obviously, there's quite a lot of screws to screw in. So I'm not constantly picking up the drill, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. It's just a lot faster this way. And again, same on the other side. So basically we're going to do this all the way down, flip the gate over, and do the same on the other side. Obviously when we flip it over, we need to make sure it doesn't fall out. It's only when the second side is in place that it's all secure. Right, now we're again onto the steel. Just a pilot drill for this one. And we're back into the softwood now. Move my tools out of the way, let's not get that trapped. I think you can see why, obviously, piloting the holes in the first place makes it a lot faster. Making sure they're all lined up on the edge. Probably took me about 20 minutes to cut the timber, and then in terms of this time, we'll see how long it takes when we've done the video. I'm just letting the video run so that I can see really how long it takes. I think once you've done one, it's quite easy. The benefit of all this is that the end result is you're going to get a frame that's not going to move. The hinges are bolted to the steel, not to the timber. So you're not going to get any expansion or contraction. Also, using a good quality timber makes a big difference. The benefit of cedar with its natural oils, you know, my recommendation, I would just oil it. I would not obviously paint it at all. And also using softwoods, you know, because the softwood's not sort of sitting in the ground, and it's often the sort of airflow around it, it's going to keep it in good condition. And as long as you use a good quality treatment, then there's no reason why it won't last an awful long time. Right, I'm doing up to this one, and then I'll do the metal one separately. Final stretch. So that's the first side done, nearly, and then basically flip it over, and it's just a repeat of what we've just done on the other side. One of the beauties about this metal gate frame is that when you put it together, there's no way it can be out of square. The way it's adjusted and the rails keep it all nice and square, so you don't need to check that. All you need to do is get the height and the width right. Being square takes care of itself. You can see I'm leaning over, and that's the beauty about using the Torx. I don't need any downward pressure at all. I use Spax. I just think they're one of the best. I think when you're making anything like this, you get what you pay for, and the last thing you want is rounded off broken screws in any job like this. So that's one side finished. Basically what I need to do now, flip it over, and it's a repeat on the other side. So again, starting at the top with the ones in the steel, we'll just pilot drill them. Just checking it's all nice and level all the way around. These battens are quite small, so obviously the smaller they are, I like the effect of the small battens and the gaps. If you use bigger battens, obviously less screws. So you can use tongue and groove panels, again screwing into the softwood. Obviously that would be a lot faster, much less screws. If you wanted to do vertical battens, the same thing. You just put the softwood rails in the right position, and you can do vertical battens as well. You would just put the battens horizontally in this area, but exactly the same thing. Make sure those are all lined up against the edge. Right, we've nearly finished the gate now. We're just putting the last few battens on the gate, and obviously both sides are exactly the same process, and now you can see the finished gate. On the next video we're going to be taking the hardware and applying the hardware to the gate, so wait for the next video.